Ladies and gentlemen, the world of professional wrestling never stops, and welcome to another ridiculous report. Karrion Kross and his wife Scarlett, their contracts reportedly have expired today. At midnight, their contracts expired, according to Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful. Sapp noted that Kross and Boudreaux were also removed from the company's internal roster, along with Ashanti the Adonis. I forgot that guy was still in the company. Used to be in Hit Row with Swerve Strickland and Top Dollar. I think he's in NXT now, but he's gone. Karrion Kross is also releasing a video today announcing his contract has ended with the company. Fightful's report did note that everyone they've spoken to thinks that this is a real situation, but they did say it could still be a work because this is the new WWE now. We have Seth Rollins faking an injury for over a month to cash in his Money in the Bank contract. So this is the new WWE. They're trying to screw with the fans, create these rumors. Maybe Karrion Kross is still with the company. I will still go back to Paul Heyman appeared on Ariel Helwani's show earlier this week and compared Karrion Kross to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Either they're trying to hype Kross up because they know he's leaving and want Tony Khan to give him a 10-year contract or something, or they really have a good relationship with him. They think highly of him. I don't think Paul Heyman would say those comments comparing Kross to the Rattlesnake if they're just going to let him go. That's just my opinion. So I'm hoping that this is a work because I don't think Karrion Kross really does all that much in AEW. If he goes to AEW, he'd be their best promo, but that's about it. Like, Karrion Kross has created something in WWE, in that universe. You take Kross and Scarlett and put them in AEW, maybe it's exciting for a couple weeks, and then what? In WWE, they have equity. They have something here. They have Triple H screwing me over. Triple H claiming that the chance for Karrion Kross, where we want Brock at SummerSlam, there's a bunch of shit that they could use to have this incredible storyline with Karrion Kross in WWE. I don't know what they can do with him in AEW. I don't know who he would face. It's just, to me, it doesn't work. He could be Killer Kross, I guess, and that would be cool for a little bit, but I think for his future in wrestling, it would be best for him to stay in WWE, but he could also be successful in Hollywood. He's shown that he can act. He just released a book. He's got a lot going on, but apparently, reportedly, his contract has expired today, and he's been removed from the roster. We'll see. Tomorrow's Raw, he could show up. I'm hoping that's the case. Again, I think the future for Kross in wrestling is much better in WWE than in AEW or even in like TNA or something like that, like a big fish in a small pond situation. I don't think that is what's best for Karrion Kross. I think he has a story to tell in WWE that we want to see. You take him out and put him in another promotion. He's just a guy who can cut promos. Finn Balor was interviewed on Raw this week during a Netflix commercial break, and he suggested that Liv Morgan's going to be out for another 6 to 8 months, which is a long-ass time. I thought it was going to be a couple months. That's crazy. So she's not coming back till 2026. She got injured in June. She'll be back in March 2026 ahead of WrestleMania 42 season. That I did not expect the injury to be that bad. That's really unfortunate. But at least we got a timetable now on when Liv Morgan will be back. The Judgment Day lost. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez lost the Women's Tag Team Championship, so Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair at SummerSlam. This would be a good time to break up the Judgment Day. Just in my opinion, why not? It's just Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, and JD McDonough at this point. Just let it go. The group's over. That would be my suggestion, but in the meantime, we'll just have to wait around for Liv Morgan's return. It's another 6 to 8 months. That absolutely sucks. Eddie Kingston is working his way back to the ring. He's been out of action since May 2024. The popular AEW star had a discussion with Mike Johnson of PW Insider and just said he's been itching to get back in the ring. I just want to hurry up and fight somebody already in the ring. Shit ain't easy. What the fuck else am I going to do for a living? I don't care about anything else. Backstage or in front of camera, I don't give a fuck. I just want to be in my safe place and fuck someone up. Perfectly said by Eddie Kingston. I really miss Eddie Kingston on AEW television. He's one of the realest characters they have. He's not flipping around. He's not no-selling a Canadian destroyer. He's getting his ass kicked or he's kicking ass. Just a huge fan of Eddie Kingston. I hope he can't get back to AEW soon enough, in my opinion. It's a weird story. MVP reportedly doesn't like Speedball Mike Bailey. I'm not a fan of Speedball. His in-ring work, but I don't know him as a human being. Seems like a wonderful person. I'm just not a fan of his character. But MVP reportedly doesn't like Speedball Mike Bailey, and they were issues between them, and then they released a video kind of debunking those rumors where they had a fun interaction backstage. And now there's another report that a member of the Hurt Syndicate, not MVP, wanted MJF out of the group, so they dropped the storyline. So this leads me to this question. Who the hell has creative control in AEW? Who's booking the show? Because if Tony Khan wanted an MJF and Hurt Syndicate storyline and Sheldon Benjamin or whoever decided, I'm not interested in that, why did we months into the storyline and deciding to drop it based on the whim of somebody on your roster? You're the one writing the storyline, Tony Khan. It should have been, hey, I don't really want MJF in this group. Tony Khan should have responded, well, I just spent months building that storyline, so screw you. Deal with it. I'm paying you. That's how that should have went down? I guess it's not that. I guess that's not the case anymore. I guess just stars on the roster have creative control, which is just entirely embarrassing, and we all know how that's going to turn out. That's just an awful idea to give Sheldon Benjamin and Bobby Lashley creative control over anything. They're not drawing. Look at they're in a ballroom. What are they? What fans are they drawing? Why do you need to write the show to cater to them? For what? That's just embarrassing. WWE has reached a massive bajillion-dollar deal with ESPN to bring PLEs to the streaming platform next year. They're creating a whole new platform now. I can't keep up with the streaming shit. I thought it was going to be easier than cable. They don't know what the hell they're doing. Now they're creating 14 different streaming services. It amounts to more than cable when you add it all up. It's insane, but it's going to be $30. I'm sure it's going to be Hulu, Disney, ESPN, HGTV, Discovery, whatever the fuck they want to put in that stupid streaming service. But they're not going to be on Peacock in the United States next year. I'm sure you're going to have to figure out a way to spend $30 a month or get a VPN or go to Watch Wrestling. There's a million options out there, but just whatever. WWE's going to ESPN next year. It's all about the money, these big money deals. Screw the fans. Pay us $30 a month now. Meanwhile, everybody else on the planet that still has access to WWE Network is laughing in our faces. We didn't realize how good we had it with the WWE Network. Now we're bouncing around from Netflix to ESPN streaming to Peacock to they should just have events on OnlyFans now too. Well, why not? Just feel like that's the future. And I see OnlyFans models presenting WWE matches. I feel like that's where we're heading here. This shit's stupid. Jake Hager, the great bucket hat himself, Jake Hager. I'll always remember the purple bucket hat. Nothing else at all, but I'll always remember that. Jake Hager's retiring. He was on Soraya's podcast. Said he started a trucking company. He's not driving. Whatever. Congratulations to Jake Hager, formerly known as Jack Swagger. Interesting fellow. Seems to like to go on drunken rants on social media and call Tony Khan a communist. Shocked that he didn't get more opportunities following his AEW departure. But his time in AEW was a total joke. His debut kicked ass. I thought they actually had something planned for him. Then he was just a part of Jericho's stupid factions, the Inner Circle, the Jericho Appreciation Society. He's wearing a bucket hat. He's not wrestling. I don't know what the hell they were doing with him. But congratulations to Jake Hager on one of the wrestling careers of all time. And finally, we got a huge match announced for Clash in Paris. John Cena will be using one of his coveted final dates to have a singles match against Logan Paul at Clash in Paris on August 31st. This match was made on SmackDown, and then the main event of SmackDown, Logan Paul and McIntyre faced Cody Rhodes and John Cena. After the match, Drew McIntyre hit Cody Rhodes with a Claymore through the announce table. Looked brutal. So it looks like we're getting McIntyre versus Rhodes at Clash in Paris on August 31st as well. We'll see. But that is it for this episode of The Ridiculous Report. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have not subscribed, please do so.